Hey guys, I just got back from seeing Man of Steel, the early screening tonight at 7 p.m. It was a special deal, or it was early screening. It's before the midnight release. Before most of you are going to see it, probably tomorrow, Saturday, whenever. There are no spoilers in this review till I say, so just so you know. But I got back from seeing it, and I can say it is a great movie. It's probably a Kickstarter for the DC Universe, film universe, or cinematic universe, whatever you want to call it, trying to rival Marvel's. I can watch them and coexist since I'm not a Marvel or DC fanboy. I just follow Marvel more than DC. Like, my favorite DC character is, I don't know what my favorite DC character is right now. It could be Aquaman. It could. I'm not the biggest Batman fan. But well, I just went off on a tangent there. But anyway, this movie probably does the best job I've seen of an interpretation of Superman as far as live action goes. It really captures the element of his life before he came to Earth. Like, it captures the fall of Krypton with General Zod and everything. Even if it's not accurate to the comic books, it explains it really well, and probably has it just explains it really well, and is just the whole, like, the movie is just great. But the Superman, like, the relationships with, like, it's really, this movie, it does have a lot of emotion, no matter what any tells you. It does have a lot of action. I think they destroyed more than the Avengers did. They destroyed Metropolis more than New York City did. That's not a spoiler. That's just saying. I think Smallville got destroyed more than New York did. Like, they destroyed IHOP and everything. That's like comic relief product placement / product placement. Anyway, the action in this movie is awesome. The emotion in this movie, even though it really built it up as a more emotional, more darker tone thing, it's really what Superman is about. Superman is just good to the heart. Like, it shows that he's not an arrogant hero. He's not Tony Stark. He's not rich. He's just I'm messing up here, but all I can say is this movie was great. And yeah, it was just awesome, and whatever words to describe it. This is, if I could compare this is DC's Iron Man. I don't mean like the characters. I'm not comparing characters. I'm just saying, as far as movie-wise goes, like, starting their universe, this does a greatest job as Iron Man did starting the Marvel Cinematic Universe. There is one thing I can say about the DC Universe that I will get to when I start the spoiler section. But my only complaint with this movie is Lois Lane. It just didn't feel right. Like, Lois Lane didn't feel right. Like, she really didn't serve a great purpose in the film. Like, she had a purpose, but, like, it really didn't come full circle till the end of the film, as far as her purpose and everything. Like, I understand that she's a writer and they're trying to modernize the story, but the whole point of Lois Lane is that she didn't know Clark Kent's identity as Superman, but in this one she knows it immediately, and Clark Kent doesn't. Well, that was just a spoiler. Sorry about that, guys. But I'm sorry about that spoiler. Okay, I've got to hold off on spoilers talking about this, but her character just didn't feel right. She was played by Amy Adams in the film, but it didn't feel right. But Amy Adams does a good job as Lois Lane, but her character just didn't feel right in the film. So anyway, guys, this is the non-spoiler section, and I'll start the spoiler section here in a minute. Well, a spoiler section. If you haven't seen Man of Steel yet, I would recommend you click away from this video to one of my other videos, or some random music, maybe Gundam style. Wait, no, that's not very popular, so whatever. The but anyway, the spoiler section starts here. There is no post-credit scene. I thought they could have done like Lex Luthor or something, like have Clark, like something with the newspaper, someone reading like Daily World or whatever it was called in the film, like one of their newspapers, and like the headline has like Luthor does something, or like Luthor Tech, or like open to the stock section, like have Luthor on there, or like Luthor's face pasted on there. But I don't think they announced a sequel soon enough for that. I'm okay with it. Like, they can do whatever they want. Like, but Marvel, they just set up the Avengers in Iron Man 1 with Nick Fury. I thought they were going to do that because I heard from like earlier things that early screenings in UK that they weren't going to have a post-credit scene, but I thought that in the US showings that they would put in a post-credit scene like they did with Nick Fury, because I heard that the early screenings and UK showings didn't have the scene in it because they didn't want it spoiled all over the internet. But that's the big main. That's not a spoiler, but anyway, another spoiler. There was an Easter egg in this film. It was on when Zod and Superman were in a fight. They go to they take it to space, and in the satellite that they blow up or whatever above Earth, that satellite was made by Wayne Enterprises or whatever. I didn't catch it because like it went really fast. I think they did that on purpose because it already leaked on the internet. Like, I knew this like a couple weeks before, but anyway, there was that Easter egg. That's the only one I've heard of in the film, except for like Superman stuff. Like, as far as Clark Kent doesn't become a writer for the Daily Press, worker there, until the end of the film, and then he's there with Lois Lane. Like, they know, like it's a big inner circle thing. But I'm not sure that one guy knew. But that's one of my problems with why Lois Lane Lois Lane didn't feel right. I understand they're trying to modernize it and not make like him a writer or anything like out of the bat, like as a secret identity. I think that's one of the reasons it made the film feel better, because they actually modernized it. Because Superman was originally like his character, like, I don't know, he didn't get a lot of character development until more Silver Age stuff started, all the Silver Age type stuff when he joined Justice League and everything. And nowadays he's big and like he has a whole bunch of backstory and everything. But fine with that. And the biggest spoiler of them all, Superman kills Zod. Yes, I just spoiled the entire movie for you. If you haven't seen the film and you're watching this, I warned you. But Superman cries no when he kills Zod, because he doesn't kill people. Like, Superman, his philosophy is he doesn't. His philosophy is he doesn't kill. Like, he is a good person. Like, he's not gonna attack somebody for revenge or anything like that. But I think it cried no like the original Zod. I think they put that line in there for some reason. Or they could add a montage of no in there, but anyway, guys, that ends the spoiler section. So if I would have to give this movie an overall rating, I would say 8.5, mostly because Lois Lane, and then some pacing problems. Like this movie had a lot of action. Like at some points, it got really, really long. Like the action scenes. In the Avengers, that was a good thing since they spaced out with comedy and drama and everything. But it got the action scenes got kind of overdrawn in this film. I would say more so in this film than in Avengers, because in Avengers there was a point to all the fighting. They just went around trying to get equal screen time for each one, But the Avengers was a different movie than Man of Steel. Man of Steel, they could have done with less action, like some of the minor background. What are they? Background Kryptonian warmongers or whatever. Oh my gosh, I just referenced Ironmonger in this video, but anyway, guys, I'm gonna end the review right now before this turns into a giant rant. So anyway, guys, this has been Akaldi for my Man of Steel review, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.